for showing up. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone.
Mary Santora is right over there, too.
What up?
Poundcake is back in Studio G.
Afternoon, white people. Is my camera working?
I having
I
problems
don't know.
with
Is your
everything.
camera working?
It's not working. I'll come fix it in the
I would
break.
say I don't
though.
touch anything, so.
Are you sure?
I do the same thing. I touch the same things
It should
every
always
day.
be on, so
Yeah,
there's something.
Unless someone pulls
Something got jacked up over here. It looks like this thing doesn't.
When you come in
I don't
each
know. I'll
day,
figure it out.
sometimes I won't see Poundcake, but I saw him walk in today. So walk me through what you touch when you walk in.
Well, first I walk in. Well, I touch the handle to the door. I always pull, and it's a push.
He's
So
a real handle toucher.
Yep. So I make that mistake every day.
Almost a year in,
I
you
always
still pull the door, but
'Cause
there are never ever on-air studio doors in any radio station that pull out.
But the handle just calls for being pulled. For
But you've
whatever
worked
reason.
in this business for a long time now.
Yeah.
There's never ever. You've only you
Just
know.
because you work here doesn't mean you work well.
But we've been here almost a year. I mean, you worked at a radio station college. There's
And I
no
pulled
such
that
thing as a studio door that pulls out.
Yeah. Well, you just asked my routine. I didn't say it was
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
We got ya.
He did get me.
I was gonna say, I
He
didn't do
answered
anything.
my question.
Okay.
So you're like a little Far Side cartoon every day. Instead of pushing the door, you pull it, and then you remember to walk in.
I'm like,
and
ooh, yep, ooh, it's a push. So then I push.
yep, and then what do you touch?
I set my bag down, so I touch the chair behind me, and then I turn on the computer and I log in.
You sniff the chair by any chance? You know you're not the only one that uses that studio.
No.
Okay. Scott Reese is in there in the morning.
Who's he?
He is the producer of the WTAM morning show, Wills and Snyder. The great Bill Wills, the great Michael Snyder, and Scott Reese is there.
Oh, they call
Everybody
him
they call him Scooter.
Okay, I do
But
know.
I don't call people by their air names because I think that's juvenile and that's when the red light is on and he's a grown man, so I'm going to call him Scott. Yeah, he is in there in the morning, and you share that. You know, like Mark Nolan and I share this studio. The two of you share that. I just wondered as a
I do not.
historically as a chair sniffer.
I have, but I have not sniffed these chairs.
All right.
And everything's askew when I get in here because I have my stuff set up a particular way. I'm not gonna say it's OCD because everyone wipes their ass with OCD, but I have it a particular way. I don't need this keyboard unless I'm doing something on this computer.
Especially people
So-
with OCD, they wipe a lot.
Yeah.
Wipe until
Tell me
it's
about it.
bloody, and then you have to start the cycle all over again because you're waiting for that tissue to get clean. Okay, so you well, no, listen, everybody's going to set up their studio the way they like it. There's nothing weird about that. I have to do that every day.
But again, I don't have any like stuff in here. Anything I come with, I leave with. Sometimes there's wrappers in here. I'm like, oh, I'm the
Like Lil Trippy Red or
whatever. There's little snack wrappers in here. I'm like,
snack wrappers.
and I'm like, I didn't do that. I always clean up my mess. I don't leave because if I leave something in here, it's a problem. Someone would be like, Poundcake didn't clean up the studio, or Poundcake is eating in here, or whatever. So I never.
Nothing
leave
like
any
that would
trace.
happen. There's no one at the wheel here. Nothing like that would happen. There wouldn't be one comment made about Poundcake left wrappers in there.
I don't know.
You should see the crap that is left in some of these studios. Have you ever gotten an email of anybody complaining?
No, because
No,
it's not
not
me.
one.
Everyone's persecuting me.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay. Well, do me a favor.
Hey!
Would you leave a couple of things in there? Let's test this theory. Do that for me.
I'll see if I get a snack.
Please. Yeah, leave a couple wrappers, whatever you're going to have for a snack today. Leave the wrappers in there. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay, I will. I'll leave them askew to make it look like it's a.
Whatever you want. My thought is, my prediction is that they'll just get thrown away.
I think they'll
They'll get
they'll
thrown
sit
away.
here.
Huh?
I think they'll sit for quite a while.
You think so?
I think so.
You think Scott will come in tomorrow morning and just move your wrappers to the side?
I don't even think they'll be moved to the side. It's not even like a Scott thing. Just in general, whenever something is left in here, it sits. Like I now again, I get in here at a particular time, so maybe it's cleaned up before I get there. But the stuff that I see in here that sits here, there was like gum or something in here.
Wait, gum sits in there?
Not
Chewed gum?
no, a pack of gum.
Oh, a pack of gum.
Ow! And then I was just like, oh, that's odd. And it just sat there. And then I was like, well, it's been like a month. I'm going to throw it away. So I threw it away.
Why not chew it?
Because it wasn't my gum.
But it wasn't your gum to throw away either.
But it's left in here, so I'm going to throw it away.
I see.
I didn't want to have someone, hey, that's my gum that you're chewing in there. They just remember that they left it in there a month
Oh, I
ago.
see. They'd get mad that you were chewing their gum,
they think
not
I
mad
stole
that
it.
you had thrown the whole pack away.
Because chances are,
I'm trying to follow along. I'm having a hard time.
if they left it in here
Yeah.
and I throw it away, they're not going to see it. But if it's left in here and I just take a piece.
Oh, I see. If there's one piece missing. Yeah, but anybody can walk.
remember.
But anybody can walk into any one of these rooms. So anyone could conceivably have gone, ooh,
I know you
I
say
like
that.
chewing gum. Like for me, for instance, I chew gum. I like chewing gum. Now, if I saw a pack of gum, I don't think I would take a piece from it. But
Well, I guess we'll test that too.
conceivably, somebody could do that. It depends on if it's sticks, which seems to be
that
that.
capsule.
I was going to say it's not really in
Eclipse or whatever.
vogue anymore, right? You either get them in the, you get the pieces of gum in the container, or you get the shrink wrapped, freeze dried gum that you got to pop out of the foil.
My buddy got me Beemans Gum the other day because he was at
Old-timey
that candy,
gum.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
at that candy store that's right over on the corner. And we were recording a podcast, and he's like, "Hey, I'm at this candy store. Do you want anything?" I'm like, "Actually, could you give me some gum?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he gives it to me. He's like, "This is the only gum they had."
They just had tea-berry and
Yeah.
Dad used to
blackjack.
My dad used to love tea-berry
Sure,
gum.
my mom too.
And I take out a piece, and just all this dust flies off
Yeah.
it because it's got that white. It's similar to like the gum that would be in baseball cards.
To keep
They
it from
put
sticking to
Keep
things.
it from sticking to things, and it was very funny that like as I opened up like all this, I was making fun of it for being old gum, and then it was literally dusty.
Yeah.
And I know you say there's.
You don't even have to go down there, by the way. They still sell those, like in the check with the gums. A Giant Eagle, you can still get tea-berry and blackjack and all that.
Okay, well,
For future reference, Bill. Now that you're hooked.
I didn't like it.
Oh, what flavor is Beemans?
I don't know. It's just an old gum. It's like it's gum flavor.
gum flavored.
Xanthan.
It was the very first
Yeah.
gum.
Yeah, seriously.
Delicious xanthan.
I mean, Alan, I know you say that the studios aren't. They're for everyone to use, but it would be weird because Bob uses the same studio every day. If I just happen to
Go
walk
in there.
no,
Do it
I'm not,
tomorrow.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
No, but
because-
that is his dedicated production studio. Nobody broadcasts out of there. I'm saying anyone. I've come into work at weird times before. I've been in here like on a Sunday afternoon or on a Saturday night or doing something, right? And I've had to go into another studio to do my production because there's someone in here. On the weekends, they put like board ops in here so it looks like there's somebody here.
Mm-hmm.
People are walking by the window.
Say, even with sales though, like they're sitting at the same desk every day, and I'm not saying if it was overflow, like if every desk was full and you just had to find, or like most of every desk was full and you had to like find somewhere to sit and do your work, I'm sure you could use one of your desks. But if it was like pretty much empty and you just sit at like a person's desk that they sit at every day. People would be like, man,
Start going through the drawers.
yeah, I
and,
sit here. Like, this is my desk. Like, people work at the same spot every day.
hey, you have any xanthan gum in here?
It would be so annoying.
I've developed a hankering for it.
One of our
It's really hard to find.
one of our sales girls is pregnant, and I have gone in her
What?
desk. Well, I have gone in her desk because she has told me there's snacks in there. So
I know
sometimes
who
when
you're
I'm extra
talking about.
desperate, when I'm extra desperate, she's like, "Yo, I always have like pretzels or some kind of snack." I'm like, "All right, I have a little emergency pretzel. I'll be all right."
Did she
Huh.
have that before she was pregnant, or is it like because she's pregnant?
She
now
just
has
told me
snacks?
about it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could tell somebody because
Not only does Mary not want her own children, she will eat the snacks from the desk of a woman who's getting ready to have one.
Yeah, absolutely.
back at Oak Tree, there was a person that used to have like all the snacks in their desk, and I'm like, worst thing you could ever tell me because I'm getting Jolly Ranchers and Laffy Taffies, got all the candy in there
Why not just bring your own candy?
because it's
Well,
free
you don't
candy and
always
they
want-
got to get rid of it.
Or you're just like walking by and you're like, oh.
Right, but isn't
I'll grab
free
a piece
candy
of
isn't free candy invariably old candy?
Doesn't
That's
have
why
to
it's
be.
really.
A Jolly Rancher Jolly Ranchers don't really get old.
No, I'm saying a Laffy Taffy, boy. You can break a tooth biting into that if
You
it's
can, yeah.
yeah.
That's why I got to get it early. If it's still in there, I'm like, ooh, let me feel it real
put it in
quick.
the microwave.
You know how they do with like the fake coins? They bite the side of it to know.
Yeah, make sure it's real, like Underdog.
They do the same thing.
Yeah. I got to take a break here. Plenty of chances for you to grab some money as that